Labor Day tends to mark the last unofficial weekend of summer, and with many of you likely holding barbecues and pool parties, water and swim safety always very critical.
It's a sobering statistic, but drowning is the leading cause of death for children 1 to 4 and the second leading cause for kids ages 5 to 14. So what should parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, guardians, what should we be keeping in mind today? Brooke Savage is with Big Blue Swim School Gilbert. She's joining us to talk about what we need to know. And you know, Brooke, we were talking before the interview. I feel like during a holiday weekend, Scotty, and back me up on this, we always see a party and everybody's like, I thought you were watching, right?
Right, yeah.
So we need to talk about this.
Yes, big time.
So good morning. One of the things that you talk about is it's always good to be swimming with somebody else, right?
Yes, absolutely. Swimming alone, no matter of the age of the child, is always a danger. A lot of the times we hear parents will say like, oh, my kiddo's 8, 9, 10 years old, they know how to swim, and the parents will be less likely to watch the water throughout the entire time that the child is there. However, having a water watcher throughout the entire time that a child is in the water is the #1 best way to prevent any type of tragedies or accidents happening in the water, and designating one specific person, rather it be for 30 minutes or the entire time, can help eliminate anything from happening.
And let's be specific about
Yes.
the duties there, because you want no distractions for that water watcher. That is solely what you're doing, is eyes on kids.
Yes, absolutely. Phone put away, any type of extra conversation should be limited with the water watcher themselves. Like a lifeguard, anytime you go to a pool, you see the lifeguard sitting up on that lifeguard tower, and they're not watching anything but the water. That is their sole priority, because they are the ones that are going to be jumping in the water if something does end up happening.
You know, we always talk about learning CPR. That's so smart to do
Yes,
that.
absolutely. And it's so easy here in Arizona too. There's classes held by so many different organizations every other weekend that you can just hop in and just join a class, 30 minutes to 2-hour classes that you can know how to learn CPR and first aid for kiddos, adults, as well as lifeguarding courses
We always
everywhere.
have that video where you're giving CPR and you're pumping their chest. You do it to staying alive.
That's right. Well, you're from a swim school, so let's talk about the value of swim lessons, because even though, you know, if kids can't swim today, still it feels like pool season lasts so long here in Arizona.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like we're in summer for almost the entire year except for 2 months. So swimming lessons, of course, is important everywhere, but it's important here more than anything. And swim lessons have so many variety of benefits to different kiddos of all ages. Normally, we see kiddos who are in swim lessons year-round test higher in math and science than kiddos who are not regular in swim, as well as it's a great physical activity for them at the end of the day. And most swim schools have their hours targeted for families to be able to come from school, go home, grab a quick snack, and then have classes as late as 7 p.m. at night.
How early do you suggest kids start taking swim lessons?
As early as possible.
We've seen videos of the babies.
Yes, the babies. And we do get some questions about that, of how beneficial it can be. However, swim lessons for even the little ones is getting that water awareness. It's not allowing for there to be uncomfort in the water. Kiddos, as for adults, we're able to hold our breath, no problem. There's no type of question asked, we know how to do it. But for these little ones, they've never had to hold their breath before. So there's specific tools and teaching points we use in the water to help kiddos understand how to hold their breath and how to be safe in the water as well.
But bottom line, with regards to swim lessons, that should not lull us into a confidence.
Oh,
should
no,
it?
absolutely not. Even if a kiddo is regular being in swim lessons, they've passed whatever course that they've in, at the end of the day, having those extra eyes, things can happen in a blink of an eye. Drowning is more than often a quiet and silent act. And so having those extra eyes is what's needed, no matter what age the kiddo is or where you are for this Labor Day weekend.
What's your website in case people want to reach out for swim lessons?
BigBlueSwimSchool.com. We're located in Gilbert, Arizona.
All right.
Awesome.
Brooke, thank you so much.
Thank
Such
you.
a great conversation. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
And don't forget, you can take the pledge to keep kids safe in and around the water. All you have to do is download our free printable watcher tag, complete with the steps pool owners need to take. You can find that at free safety tag at azfamily.com. Just click on the pool safety link at the top of the page and it'll take you right to that.